Welcome back, everyone! Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of standard operating procedures on a space station. You know, it's not just about floating around in zero gravity and looking cool in a spacesuit. There's a whole hierarchy and set of roles that keep everything running smoothly up there. So, let's kick things off with the head of the department. This person is like the captain of a ship, but instead of navigating through water, they're steering a team through the complexities of space operations. They're responsible for productivity, training, and keeping everything documented. It's a lot of pressure, right? I mean, imagine being in charge of a team that's literally out of this world.
Wow, that sounds intense. So, what happens if they, mess up? Is there a space equivalent of a performance review? I mean, do they get sent to space jail or something?
Haha, not quite. But they do have to answer to the captain, who oversees the entire station. The captain is crucial because they ensure the station is operational and safe. They can even override orders from others if necessary. It's like being the ultimate decision maker in a high-stakes game of chess where every move counts. And speaking of moves, can you imagine the pressure of making a call that could affect the lives of everyone on board?
Oh man, that's wild. So, if the captain says, no, we're not going to Mars today, does everyone just have to, accept it? What if they really wanted to go?
Exactly. It's all about safety first. The captain can't just leave the station without permission either, which adds another layer of responsibility. It's like being the designated driver at a party. You can't just take off when you want to. You have to make sure everyone is safe and sound. And then there's the head of personnel, who manages access for the crew. They're like the bouncer at a club, making sure only the right people get in. But they can't just transfer people around without the department head's approval. It's a team effort.
Oh wow, so it's like a cosmic game of musical chairs. But what if someone really needs to switch departments? What if they're just not vibing with their current role?
Great question. That's where communication comes in. If someone feels they're not in the right spot, they can discuss it with their department head. It's all about finding the right fit, just like in any job. And then we have the Blue Shield officer who protects the command staff. They're armed but can't make arrests like security. It's a bit like being a bodyguard. You're there to keep the peace, but have to follow specific rules.
So, they're like the cool friend who can't get into a fight but will totally back you up if things get dicey? That's kind of a bummer, though. What if they see something really bad happening?
Exactly. They have to call in the head of security for that. The head of security is the one who can actually make arrests and enforce discipline. It's a serious role because they're responsible for everyone's safety. Imagine being the person who has to deal with a space emergency, like a fight breaking out over who gets the last slice of space pizza.
Haha, space pizza, I love it. So, what about the engineers? Are they just fixing things all day? Or do they get to do cool experiments too?
Oh, they do a lot more than just fixing things. The senior engineer monitors the energy systems and allocates tasks based on requests. They're like the conductor of an orchestra, making sure all the instruments are in harmony. And then there's the scientific director, who manages research and ensures safety during experiments. They can even print resources, which is like having a 3D printer in space. Can you imagine the possibilities?
Whoa, that's so futuristic. So, do they ever print actual food or something? I mean, that would be amazing.
Actually, yes. They can print food, tools, and even medical supplies. It's a game changer for long missions. And speaking of medical supplies, the chief medical officer oversees the health of the crew, ensuring they have everything they need, including cloning capabilities for emergencies. It's like having a backup plan for when things go wrong. Can you imagine being in a situation where you need to clone someone? That's some serious sci-fi stuff.
Oh man, that's mind-blowing. So, if someone gets hurt, do they just, clone them back to health? That sounds like something out of a movie.
Exactly. It's a fascinating blend of science and responsibility. Every role on the station is interconnected, and they all have to follow established protocols. It's a well-oiled machine, and when one part doesn't work, it can affect the whole system. So, whether you're the captain or the chief medical officer, everyone plays a vital role in keeping the mission on track.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. It's like a cosmic family, all working together. I love it. So, what's the craziest thing that could happen up there?
Oh, there are so many possibilities. But that's a story for another time. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Remember, whether you're on Earth or in space, teamwork makes the dream work.